So check it out. Check it out. Story time. This story time is about top flight security of the world, Craig. Okay? It's about security. So this will be let me see what we can call this. Security guard or security officer. Okay? Now, what is a security guard? A security guard. Most people see security, and I want to say that I'm an expert at security, okay? Because I've been doing it for, man, over 30 years. On and off, on and off. I've been doing security, you know. And I want to tell y'all the difference between a security guard and a security officer, okay? It's crazy. Most people call them, oh, wannabe cops or la 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 la. We don't want to be, well, most of us, the majority of us don't want to be a police officer. Some of us, like myself, want to just work. They don't want to be a police officer and stuff like that. Maybe when I was younger, when I was like in my 20s, I wanted to be a cop. And I was getting ready to go to the academy too. Getting ready, but that's a whole different story. Okay? But look, a lot of the security officers out here and guards don't want to be a police officer. That's a myth. And that's stereotype. That's a stereotype. Because we'd rather have jobs than be out there trying to find a job. And you need security everywhere. There's a lot of security officers working different places, all right? All right. But so that's a myth. That's a myth. Thinking that security officers I want to be cops. They don't want to be cops. They find working alongside of police, okay? All right. Now, what does a security guard do? Security guard is the ones you usually see in a booth. They're in a little booth, and they're sitting in there, maybe reading the paper or something like that. And they maybe open up the gate. And security officers check IDs. They check IDs. They're like, excuse me, sir, I got to check your ID. Okay, go ahead. Excuse me, sir, I got to check your ID. Excuse me, ma'am. They check your stuff. And security officers usually check baggage and stuff. So when your baggage comes through, they usually will check and stuff like that. And they tell you go ahead and stuff like that. They make sure you don't have any weapons on you. But they have a role in it too. I used to be a security guard when I started. First started doing security. I was a security guard, working in a parking lot, and stuff like that. Maybe doing the rounds and doing detects, taking this big thing like that, and then going to the next one, stuff like that. They make you do detects rounds, like maybe if you got a parking lot, they maybe have little keys all on the fence line. So that's to make sure that you go and check those areas. Security guards usually are watching a building, or they are a deterrent. Yeah. Now, on the flip side, security officers. Like most people call security officers security guard. The security guard, I went to a security guard and he told me this and told me that. No, you went to the security officer. Okay? A security officer is someone who deals with the public, who solves problems, who has a CPR background, who knows CPR, who knows the Heimlich maneuver, who knows how to dress a cut or anything like that, and they have knowledge to diffuse situations and talk to people and stuff like that. Yeah, they they're more hands on than a security guard. A security guard usually won't touch nobody. They won't touch nobody. They won't touch nobody because they can get in trouble. So they mostly stand back and look, and then hey, I see somebody, call the police. That's how they do. Okay, a security officer mostly solves problems. They deal with the guests, with the customers, whatever you working at. They deal with the public. So most people come to a security officer and ask him a question. He's going to tell you. He's going to try to the best of his ability explain what's going on to you. A security guard is going to refer you to one of the managers or supervisor or somebody like that. So there's a big difference between security guards and security officers. There is. A security guard, like when if it's a fire, security guards will usually try to make sure they evacuate the building. But security officers will go to each person and actually tell them, look, you have to leave this area. You got to get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out of there. And they will assess the whole area. And sometimes they will find the fire. They will find the location of the fire. And then they will talk with the firemen to tell them where the fire is and everything like that. Yes. So, but look, y'all need to not hassle them. Of course, they're like real people too. They're like people too. Some of them are buttholes. Some security officers have it in them that maybe they do want to be police officers. Maybe they do want to be police officers. They may be a little boisterous or something like that. But for the most part, a security officer won't do that. A security officer won't do that. A security guard will tell you, like, if you coming in an unauthorized area, you walking through, and they say, hey, sir, you can't come any further than that. You have to go around. Well, why can't I walk through? Why can't I walk through? Now, if you try to walk past them, then you may get cussed out. You may get cussed out. And they'll get aggressive with you, tell you to get out of there. The security officer would talk to him and say, hey, look, sir, look. And they would explain to him why you can't come in that area. They will explain to you, and then they will walk with you and point you in the direction you should be going. That's it. Security guards are more no nonsense. They're the ones that would probably fight you or something. But stop it with the jokes and stop trying to belittle a security officer or a security guard. Don't do it, because they're here for your safety. They're here for your safety. They're the first line of defense, other than the police. They're the first line of defense. So come on now, stall it out with that. Stall it out with your top security of the world, Craig. It's funny, in the movies and stuff like that when you see something like that. But it's in real life. Some of us got feelings and stuff like that. So don't do that. Don't do that. But it's cool. It's cool though. Security work is okay. Some jobs are okay. Some jobs are crappy. You know, some jobs are crappy. I had a job one time where I worked at a museum. Now I was a guard then, okay, at a museum. I was standing in one place, and they actually had a square, a little square drawn on the floor where you couldn't move out of there until your shift was over or your lunch, you know. So I was working in the museum. This was in Chicago, working in the museum, just standing there. And I quit. I just like, man, this sucks. It does. And I walked out of there. I've had many security jobs in Chicago and in Memphis, you know. It was, you know, but most of my jobs I had in Memphis, like I started at the hotel doing security. When I first started, I was doing security. And then I ended up getting the manager's position. You see? So, like within a year, I got the manager's position. So it's cool. It was cool. And I ended up working there for 13 years. You know? So, it's cool. Well, like I said, stall it out. Leave the security guards alone. Leave the security officers alone. Let them do their job because they're here to help you. They're here to help the public. When something happens, they're the first line. You got to look at when a security officer works at a bank, he's the first line of defense. He's probably the first one to get shot. Okay? So, it's crazy. But there's a lot of people who don't appreciate that. And a lot of people buck up against you. Look, if you tell somebody they can't go in a certain area and they still try to walk past you, if you tell somebody to put a mask on, you know, if you tell somebody they can't do this, you can't bring animals in, you can't do, you know, come on now, respect it. Go someplace else. If you don't like it, if you feel that they were wrong about that, go someplace else. You got that option. Okay? All right. Let's get back to our sunflower. Yes. That was pretty informative, you know. Yeah, that was it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share my videos with everyone so that everyone can get this experience. Okay? Peace. Adios. Salamat.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't